Hi, it's Lenata Williams from the Lenata Williams Show. I hope you've been doing well. As we reflect back and look at Dr. Martin Luther King's life and we honor him, we memorialize him, we also have been robbed of way too many black men's lives that have gone away from us too soon. We also know that Stephon Clark has been someone that we've lost. But I want to talk about today the emotional silencing of black men and how that robs them of their own humanity. As we've seen this week, we also saw one of our hip hop moguls, one of the great young entrepreneurs, Safari, who was physically robbed and then had to go and walk in his strength and go to an interview with Angie Martinez. And we saw the negative comments that came from him doing that interview. And all those moments that when we're looking back and we're honoring great people, how do we honor black lives? We're really starting with how do we free black minds? How do we get to the point where we're able to understand that as we watch black men die and we don't shed our tears and we don't raise our voices and we don't show them the empathy that they deserve, we should be able to stand by and be the rock when they need a shoulder to cry on. Far way too often do we see black men's humanity stripped away. And the only way that we can get back to these key virtues where we're able to see black men for who they are is to understand that they deserve empathy. When we see all these images of black men on TV day by day by day, you start to have vicarious trauma. We start to really remove ourselves just so that we can turn on the news. It's time for us to reactivate and tap back into our humanity. And when we see our black men shedding tears, ask them, do they need support? Ask them, do they need help? The way we see trauma has been so internalized within our organ and within our societies that we are immune. And there were so many negative comments that robbed Safari of his moment to be able to really grieve and to really process what happened, that we are part of the problem. So as we talk about Black Lives Matter, don't forget that also getting to the core of that movement was seeing black men dying. And we said enough is enough. But we would be able to free so many more black lives if we could start with freeing our minds. This is Lenata Williams. I hope that all is well with you. Take care.